Hey, good morning, everybody. What's going on, man? Welcome to Sports Talk with your boy Rico. What's up? How are you doing? I hope you have an amazing day. It's a great day, man. It's great. Hey, man, once again, welcome to Sports Talk. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate the love, man, for all of you guys, the all subscribers. I appreciate it. It is free. I appreciate the love, man. Help me grow the channel, man. Thank you for the love. Anyway, before we talk about Donovan Mitchell, who doesn't want to be in Cleveland, we're gonna talk about. I've said it before. Hey, welcome to the road show, by the way. The lighting gonna be terrible. It's okay. I'm driving. This is the only way I could reach you guys. I post a lot of content, a day ago, just to give you guys something to watch, because work life. Home life, everything is busy. Busy is good, but anyway, man. If you look at several episodes ago, I forgot what show number it was, where I talk about Kylian Mbappe, great footballer, great soccer player, great football. It's a world sport. In America, we call it soccer, but. Well, you guys call it soccer, but it's it's football. But anyway, man, if you look at that back then, I said Kylian Mbappe, Saudi was willing to offer him $1 billion to leave France. $1 billion with a B, and a lot of people on Facebook, Twitter, a lot of people. Say, come on, man. It's not gonna happen. Snapchat all over. They all say, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Where do you get your source from? What are you talking about, man? You got $1 billion. They bought, so being that he's still with the French team, you had to buy him out. You gotta buy the player out. So $332 million was given to the French team. He got a $700 something million. Almost $800 million coming to him, but a total of $1 billion for 1 year. But after the 1 year, because again they had to buy him out, they had to do that. Next year, I told you they're willing to give him up to $5 billion. And I've said it. Listen. In this channel, man. In this channel, we don't operate on emotion. It had nothing to do with emotion, man. We come with facts, right? We come with facts. We come with the information that you probably wouldn't get somewhere else. But you got it here first. A lot of people say, how do you know these things? Whatever. I went to school with a lot of people. I play with a lot of people. You know what I mean? Whether it's football, I play football with a lot of people. Went to school with a lot of people. I've worked, I've seen, I've met ton of people all over the globe, and those connections still work. Obviously, they're working. And so I wouldn't start this channel without the information I have. Some information I just can't talk about. You know what I mean? Other information you guys, I'm making you guys aware of. But Kylian Mbappe, being with the Saudis, hey, you saw LeBron even joking. He said, hey, this is how he's gonna look when the Saudis call Rich Paul and Maverick Carter to offer him a 1 year deal. The Saudis have money, man. They have real money. Not the money you guys talking about, not the funny money you guys playing with. I'm talking about real money. So for them to and they care about entertainment. And that's one thing about about the Saudis. If you've been to Saudi Arabia, they care about entertainment. There's a lot of other things, but entertainment, they love entertainment. Anything to entertain the people, they're gonna do it. Money's nothing to them. Money's nothing. They have they have trillions. They could burn $100 billion and still be billionaires, trillionaires. So it's nothing to them. So it's okay to give that out. So see, here in America, we burn like the old money, right? We take those. We have warehouse full of old money that we taking to burn instead of using that to help the people, instead of using that to help the countries we occupy overseas and so on. But in Saudi Arabia, they use those money to actually entertain the public. So to give $1 billion to Kylian Mbappe, that's nothing to them, because they know that they're gonna generate more money. People tune in. They're doing that. So that is good. But they're getting a great player. They're getting a great player to come in. So it was supposed to be a two-year deal, but with the 2-year deal, if they did a 2-year deal, they would have to give the French team wanted $1 billion themselves, and it was like, wow, we're not doing that. We only giving him this. It's only 1-year deal, and after a year, you guys could have him back. But Kylian's not going back to the French team, man. He's not going back to the French team. So they do a 1-year deal. They give the French $32 million. You know what I mean? So they good. But when it comes to going, Saudi Arabia gonna be great. They know that they have a team. They have a team captain ready to go, ready to train the other players to go to the World Cup. That's what they're banking on. Here's $1 billion. Next year they're gonna offer him $3 billion. So he'll get $3 billion. He have $1 billion this year. He'll get $3 billion next year to stay. He's gonna keep signing for 1 to 2 year deals. And they're gonna be alright. They're okay with that. Look at Messi. Messi signed that huge contract. All those guys, Leonardo, all those guys signing big contracts. They taking the money. So Kylian was loyal. Mbappe was loyal to the French team, but they were never, his agent, his people was like, because the French were trying to make him like they did Pele. Pele had an opportunity to make a lot of money, and even though he died broke, but he was going to make a lot of money. When I said broke, not broke like most people, but he didn't have the money that he would have had and should have had. Brazil, like I said, they made him a national figure. Once they made him a national figure, he couldn't move. He couldn't, it's like when you have a building, right? You buy a building that's a national treasure. You can't mess up with the structure of that building. Anything in the inside, you could do some stuff in the inside, but the outside, it's kind of, that's it. You could do touch up, whatever, but not much you could do. Because, so Pele couldn't move. Pele was a world figure, man. And Brazil saw that. They were smart. But they hired someone, and the lawyer, the lawyer wasn't from Brazil. The lawyer was from France that worked the deal to make him a national treasure. So Pele couldn't leave Brazil, because if he left Brazil, because that was the people were coming to Brazil to see him play. People were coming in, so tourism was big because of him, but he wasn't benefiting from none of that. His family wasn't benefiting from none of that. Yes, you're able to go to a restaurant and eat, but come on, man, you need real money. You need real money to do things, and he wasn't able to do that. Later, that when he retired, later down the years, he saw Pele had some endorsement here and there. People were paying him to show up because they were trying to help him out. But in terms of him having the money, he didn't have that opportunity because he was a national treasure. He couldn't do that. So they were trying to do the same thing with the French. We're trying to, the same law firm who did that with Pele for Brazil, they were trying to do the same thing with Kylian Mbappe to turn him into a national treasure. But the kid is young. He have a huge future ahead of him. Like you saw what he did in the World Cup. They could, what I mean? He was the whole team. He was the whole team. All those goals, man, they could have won, but and a lot of calls too. The rest were paid, of course. They wanted Messi to get his. That's what they know what they're doing, man. They were paid to make sure send him out because they thought he was gonna retire. Send him out with a World Cup champion. And it didn't work. It didn't work. But Kylian, his people, there's a clause in that contract, so they were able to move quickly. And the French couldn't reject that deal. That's why they took that $332 million out. They couldn't reject it because they would have waived that clause. They couldn't stop him. That's why you need good lawyers, people that know what they're doing, to look for loopholes. And Kylian's dad and this agent, they went and got that lawyer. You know what I mean? They went and got that lawyer in Saudi Arabia, who they didn't want to lose out. Yeah, they got their lawyers. They got the lawyers involved. They look at the loopholes and they find out loopholes. Because the French give him a deadline or to sign, to resign, or else. You got no leverage, man. They try to strong arm the kid. You got no leverage. Saudi Arabia came in a superpower and read the clause. Here's, I'll give you $332 million. More than, more than 20%. Yeah. $333 million, $32 million. Here, hold that. We buying him out. He's no longer your team, your property, so to speak. I mean, it is when you sign a contract, your property of the team. It sounds bad, but hey, that's what it is. But hey, that was able to, they were able to do that, and that was good. Say, hey, here's the money. The French said, "Now I want $1 billion," because they try to stall because there's a deadline. Saudi Arabia said, "No, here's $232 million. You have till midnight to accept that offer. If you don't, the contract is voided. He's free. You get nothing." But they didn't think that. So that was a provision in the contract that they put in to trap him, to turn him into, because again, they use the same law firm that put Pele, who's, to stay in Brazil as a national treasure. So Pele couldn't move. Pele couldn't go anywhere else to play. You know how many teams wanted to offer him money? He couldn't go anywhere. He couldn't go anywhere. He was stuck. You know what I mean? The same thing, the same reason, the same way you see, those are the same law firm who, like, yes, you have the WNBA players, rookies, the rookies for the WNBA who come in the WNBA, the rookie salary is only $50,000. You get $50,000 to come in here and play. That's why you see the players, the women go overseas. They go overseas to get $500,000. To get, $300,000 to play. You know what I mean? They stay overseas and play because it's better for them. It's cheaper for them. It's better for them to go overseas and make real money. When they come to that, so a lot of those guys, players, women basketball players, yeah, they go to the WNBA. I know the money's not there. I know that, but they're not getting real money like that. Yes, the market is not there for that. People are not watching basketball like that. Women are not watching WNBA, and that's a shame too. You know what I mean? So there's nobody it's the men that's supporting the team like that. And you see some of the women bashing the men, but the men are the one that's supporting your team. So you should be quiet a little bit. But I'm just saying, it's the same thing. People leave to go make money. So Kylian Mbappe did a great thing. He got a great thing for him. Again, he could have signed a 2-year deal. But Saudi Arabia didn't want to pay the French because the 2-year deal, $2.5 billion, they would have to give the French $500,000, and they didn't want to do that because you try to trap this kid. They were like, nah, here's a 333 million, 332, whatever. Same thing. Hold that. Keep it. We're done with you. You have till midnight. And they were like, whoa. So their lawyers were running around. How did they know that? Because they read the clause, they read the provision in the contract. They look at all the loopholes, all the stuff you were doing. They were trying to make this kid a national treasure to keep him in France, so he would be there forever like Pele was. Couldn't make any money. Kid would be broke. You know what I mean? Kid would be broke. But hey, congrats to Kylian Mbappe. $1 billion, man. And he's like to make more money in endorsement. The kid is young. He's not even 26 years old yet. Young, so he have a decades. He have decades really to be great, and he's gonna be great that he could develop so many players there, and that's what they're hoping for him to transition because they wanted to sign him for a lifetime contract, give him billions. By the time he's done, he retired, Kylian Mbappe will be the highest paid athlete in the history of and the highest paid athlete in the world. So far, his contract, almost $800 million contract, is more than you put the entire free agent, you put the entire NBA combined. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, man. A year for 1 year. Wow. I mean, yeah, you can see LeBron James earning so far in 20 years, what, 600 million? 600 million career earning. And this guy in 1 year made more than that. And that's something, man. It shows that when you great at what you do, no shortcut. When you great, someone will pay for that. Someone will pay for your service. There's people who's gonna cheat you, of course. There are companies, there are people who are always gonna cheat you, gonna pay you low cost, expect you to do a lot. because they see the love you have for, for that organization, they will give you low, expect you to do so much, while others will value you for the same service you give them, or even less. So shout out to Saudi Arabia, man. You guys are amazing. Kylian Mbappe is gonna be great for that. He's gonna be great for you guys. The French didn't know what they had. They didn't know what they had. And the funny thing, the French team were trying to give Messi to come in. They were trying to give him $700 million, but he ended up coming, going to Miami, took that $1 billion. But you see what I'm talking about? You had Kylian Mbappe on your team. You didn't want to give him any money. Try to make him a national treasure so he can go anywhere. But you give him big money to somebody, so you have the money. Get out of here. So he's gonna be good. So shout out to him and his family. They're good. Anyway, man, Donovan Mitchell have no interest. He's in Cleveland, of course. He didn't want to be traded, by the way. When he got traded, he didn't want to be traded. He wanted to stay where he was. But here's the thing. He have no interest in re-signing in Cleveland. None. And Cleveland about to lose him for nothing. Like Orlando, lost Shaq for nothing. Your ego can't be so big, man. Your ego cannot be so big where you miss. You know what I mean? But if I'm the Cavaliers, man, if I'm Cleveland, I would trade him right now. Trade him to the Knicks, who have the draft capitals. To you know what I mean? I would trade him Miami doesn't have it. After the damn letter thing, they're not gonna have anything. I would trade him to you can't trade him to the Lakers, even though he would like that, to go somewhere where he can win. Yeah, he averaged 27 points a game, 28 points a game, but besides that, what has he done? He had that 71-point game. Great, perfect, but that's about it. You know what I mean? He had that huge game, but no supporting cast. And that's the thing. He wants to go somewhere where he can win. You wanna win. And you're not gonna win like that. So he want no part of that. He's not staying in Cleveland. Yes, he have an obligation to the contract. He's not gonna ask for a trade. That's not who he is. He's not going to ask to be traded. He didn't want to be traded in the first place. So he got traded to Cleveland. He's the top of play. He's gonna fulfill his contract, but he will not resign. And I'm telling you, and that's a fact. I'm not gonna tell you how I know, but I'm telling you right now, Donovan Mitchell. And shout out to I'm not gonna give that shout out because if I give that shout out, then Cat will be out of the bag. But I ain't gonna do that. But you know who you are. You know who you are, man. Shout out to you. But I Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. I'm telling you, man. He's done. So this is the perfect time for Cleveland to, because right now 2 years left on his deal, right? You could get the house for him. You could get the house for Donovan Mitchell right now. He's still in his prime. The roads in Philly, man, are terrible, man. I'm driving to Philly, to my office in Philly, man. The roads are terrible. You know what I mean? Flat tire. New tires. Yeah, it's just, man, Kenny, man. Shout out to you, man. You a great dude. But we gotta do something with these roads, man. We gotta do something. All those politicians in Philly, man, eating up the contract, eating up the money, man. We gotta do something, man. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. The roads are terrible. The car company making money, tire company making money, all those, you know what I mean? Like, come on. You killing the law, man. Killing the law, man. Anyway, man. So for Donovan Mitchell, I think that the best thing is, yeah, that's what he is. He's gonna play. He's not gonna demand y'all trade me. Do that. No, he's not fulfill his contract. But he's not gonna resign. He's not gonna resign. Cause if you look at them, they're first round, second round. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? And Cleveland needs to trade him right now. I know they're not, because they haven't won all those games. What, they won 50-something games? They haven't done that since LeBron James. You know what I mean? LeBron James first time, LeBron James second time. So 2 times with LeBron James. So since LeBron James, period. LeBron James is the only one. They couldn't do it with Kyrie. So it's the first time they have the team to win their regular season. But that's it. But they don't have a playoff team. They don't have a championship team, rather. Let me rephrase that. They don't have a championship team that could give them that championship. You know what I mean? Playoff, but they're gonna get knocked out. They can't pass the East. They're not better than They're not better than the Knicks. You know what I mean? They're not better than Boston. Miami don't have the team, and they're not better than Miami. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, what do you do? What do you do with a player like that? You trade him, and knowing that he have no interest in resigning with you. 2 years left, you ship him out, trade him, get the house for him, because you're gonna get more for him now than you would next year. Next year, knowing that every team will know that, hey, he's not staying with you. Your leverage gone. Your leverage gone. Right now, you can say, you know what, okay, all right, you know what I mean? You get the call. All right, I'll give you five first round pick. Because of that Rudy Gobert trade, who was the worst trade in the history, by the way. Right? Because Rudy Gobert's trash. You give up all those stuff for him. Now the going rate is like, before you used to give 1 first round and 2 second, whatever, 2 first round. Now players come, the team, Rudy Gobert, I could get 5 first round picks for Rudy Gobert. He's trash. You get 5. That's a trash player, man. So now any player that come, hey, give me 4 first round and players. But Cleveland could do that right now for Donovan Mitchell. Trade him somewhere where you could get something for him, because you have 2 years left. But next year, you have 1 year left. After this year, you have 1 year left on his contract, and everyone know that he's not staying with you. They're not gonna do that deal. They're not going to do that deal. What? They're gonna try to convince him to stay down. This is the time to do it. You're not gonna get anything for him. People will wait. They'll wait for him to be a free agent. And then what? You know what I mean? And then what? So I don't know. But is it possible? Can he go to the Lakers? You know what I mean? By then, in 2 years, maybe. But right now, if I'm Cleveland, I would trade Donovan Mitchell right now if I'm Cleveland. Anyway, man, shout out to you, man. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate the love, man. Peace out. Welcome to my road show. I'm on the road. All right, man.